Greetings and welcome to another edition of Black Talk Radio, where black media matters and black life certainly matters. Today is Father's Day, so I want to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. Moving on, this video is about Beyonce and Jay-Z's new album, Everything Is Love, and I gotta tell you, it's on fire. I heard all the tracks, and I do have a few favorites. Of course, my first one is Ape Shit. Boss is a great track, nice. I definitely dig that one. And then Love Happy is another one of my favorites, but it's not about the tracks and this project per se directly. I wasn't going to do a review. I know that's what this article says, it's a review, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to let the fans, the people, hear their project and decide from there. I just know that I like it. And you know, JayZ and Beyonce, they always have subliminal messages throughout their music and their videos. And speaking of which, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of the YouTubers out here who have done reviews on this project, especially the white YouTubers, or I'll just say I'm believing that they're white. They at least appear to come off that way. One is a Christian channel, and I was going to say his name, but I'm not going to do that. He has enough subscribers as it is. He has about 540,000 subscribers, and each one of them, he told them that God told him to break in half JayZ's album Black. And he said that at the end of his video, he would explain why, and that he was going to do a prayer for all his subscribers to follow suit and for them to discard, destroy, burn, or whatever else kind of music that comes from Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's right. That's what this Christian YouTuber is suggesting. This other YouTuber, he sounds like an Alex Jones type, and he is one of these guys who has enough subscribers of his own. All I can tell you is I was going to say his name as well, but again, these people have their own subscribers. I don't need to lead people into their direction. They pull enough attention on their own. But nonetheless, this other YouTuber did a review of this project also, and you should hear what they... So the first one and the second one that I'm speaking of, both of these YouTubers, they both got into this whole symbolism, how Beyonce and Jay-Z, they are like demons almost, and that they worship Satan, that there's so many satanic visuals in the videos, and how they're just falling for this, and how they're trying to lead the people down into the gates of hell. I mean, you should hear these people. It's so pathetic. And they sit there and actually put together videos on that level. And to me, it appears that these white YouTubers, they must be jealous of the fame and fortune that Beyonce and Jay-Z garners. There are white supremacists out there, suspected white supremacists, who will try to sabotage black success. And I'm not for sure if that's what this is, but I'm suspecting that's what it smells like anyways. And so they go into this whole symbolism about how Jay-Z and Beyonce, they use these different settings in their videos, and how it has a lot to do with rejecting Jesus Christ. And so they go into explaining how Jay-Z and Beyonce filmed their video at the Louvre in France, which is a pyramid, and they have all this fine art in there. Now, of course, you know who this is pictured here. The Mona Lisa. We've all learned that in school. This is how we've been indoctrinated with Eurocentrism to know these things. That's why as black people we know this, because we've been indoctrinated. But anyways, the YouTubers, they go into these paranoid, schizophrenic YouTubers like Alex Jones. They go into these fits, and when I'm saying Alex Jones, I don't mean that's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about this second YouTuber, and they say their name is something about a call for an uprising or something like that. Anyways, I don't. Again, I hate to even say their name, but nonetheless, they're like an Alex Jones type where they're just going on and on and on about, how all these things are satanic, and it has nothing to do with JayZ and Beyonce directly. They're not the ones who put the money together to film these videos and place themselves in these positions to do these videos. They're just not that one. They have management teams who put this stuff together who are white. And maybe those are the demons that you might be referring to. That's who you should be blaming. You shouldn't be blaming JayZ and Beyonce. You should be blaming the white people who you feel are satanic worshipers who are giving you all these visuals, because they're the ones who manage these things. So again, I'm just sick and tired of hearing some of these people who do this type of thing, because again, I feel like they're trying to sabotage black success. This is art to me, and they did a phenomenal job. Another thing these fake ass other YouTubers get into doing is they say things like Beyonce and JayZ, they think that this and that and this and that. They go into these absolute statements by making their own assumptions, but they'll say things like, this is what they think, this is what they think. And, I can't help but leave a comment in their comment section and ask them, how do you know this is what they think? Did they tell you that directly? Or is this your own assumptions? And yes, of course, they never respond back. Of course they're not going to respond to that. They never respond to the truth. Speaking of which, just getting off the subject for a second, I'm really tired of these online trolls who always come around our stations, especially our black channels, and they start saying things like, well, you're being racist and this and that and this and that. And they always refer to that when we're speaking the truth. In other words, they're trying to change the truth into racism. This is some backwards ass low IQ folks. And I use that word lightly. I mean, I've never heard of such BS. And you really have to have a brain to know that that is just absolutely hogwash. So, anyways, overall, like I said, I definitely like this project of theirs, this collaboration between JayZ and Beyonce. Like I said, I heard it and it's phenomenal. I like it. I'm not so much a fan per se of either one of them, but I appreciate music. I love music and I love art and I just love expression. And I believe that these two really did a number. If you're looking for anything poppy, look someplace else, because you're not getting poppiness out of this one. Phenomenal. So out of 5 mics, I would give this project 4.5 mics. Yep, that's my opinion anyways. So, moving on. I came across another YouTuber where I listened to their video and they were talking about JayZ, but this one was about JayZ and Drake. Well, this video was talking about how JayZ was kind of dissing on Drake because he felt that Drake sold out by taking the deal with Apple. He took a cash money deal of $20 million versus a 2.5%. It was either 2.5% or 2.9%. Don't quote me on that, but it was one of the two, with JayZ and Tidal, where at least he would own his masters. And instead, Drake took the 20 million cash deal. Now, in my opinion, I thought that if, Apple took or bought the music for $20 million, that they could turn around and make, what, 200 million with it? I don't know exactly how this works, but I believe that Drake gets the shit end of the deal. And so I understood JayZ's position. Like, why wouldn't you come with Tidal? And number two, aren't we, or shouldn't we in 2018 be more on code? And this particular YouTuber said that JayZ was being in his feelings, but I totally disagree with this YouTuber. I believe that JayZ was not only being smart, he's trying to get black ownership, get black people to own their shit. In other words, like Tariq might say, hold your own nuts. And so this YouTuber is sitting here saying JayZ is in his feelings and whatnot. No. He's being a smart businessman, a smart black businessman. What we need to do, and stop selling out all the time. Every time we keep selling out. Sellouts. No wonder where we get the term from. Sellouts. And so I'm on the page of JayZ. I believe that instead of brothers and sisters constantly taking the money all the time up front, you should think about owning your own shit. And even though Tidal is owned by JayZ, sure enough, we need to support one another. How do you think those other businesses survive or get large? Because they get the support, but the foul shit is that they get the support from us too, because we're not supporting our own. And this is what I'm talking about, being on code. So here it is, this brother who did this video was saying, oh, JayZ's being in his feelings. But dude, what about being on code? And being on code is like starting to support one another. Support black first. How about support black businesses? Each one of us is going to take to do a business. And what do you mean to tell me you want to go to somebody else? I mean, what are we talking about, black code? But yet, when it comes to economics, we always have to sell out and go to someplace else. And so, brother man, you got a strong channel yourself. I'm not going to, you know who you are. You did the video. You said what you said. I'm just repeating what you said. But again, I disagree with what you said. And I'm more on the page of JayZ. I don't really care for JayZ per se, but listen, we got to be smart. We really got to be smart these days. And I just hearing that, I was thinking, wow, this brother here is so off code to me. But anyways, moving on. If you haven't heard the project yet, just wait until you do. And leave me a comment and tell me what you think about it. We don't always have to agree on everything, so if you don't like it, I understand. You might not be a JayZ or a Beyonce fan, but nonetheless, I love music and I enjoy their project. So with that, I'm gonna sign off now, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Peace out.